Welcome to Rome. La grande bellezza meets mild chaos. Solo in the Eternal City? You're never really alone when the statues are staring at you. Start your day where history slaps hardest. The Colosseum, Pantheon, and Roman Forum. Yes, it's touristy, but yes, it's worth it. Toss a coin into Trevi Fountain, but don't linger too long unless you enjoy being elbowed by selfie sticks. Now here's what you can skip. The skip the line tour sellers. Because spoiler, those lines aren't really skippable. Also, avoid restaurants within pizza throwing distance of major landmarks. If there's a menu with pictures and we have Wi-Fi, run. Pro tip, head to Trastevere for cobblestone magic and aperitivo dreams. You'll eat better, spend less, and probably end up serenaded by a guy named Marco who plays guitar as a hobby. Ah, Florence, where every cobblestone whispers you should have studied art history. Home to the Uffizi, the Duomo, and enough Renaissance masterpieces to give your neck a workout from looking up. Michelangelo's David? Majestic, but don't get hustled by street Davids selling selfie sticks. If he's wearing cargo shorts, it's not the original. Tourist trap tip. The line for the Uffizi can wrap around your patience. Book in advance or go late in the day, and avoid restaurants with menus that have 10 languages and 0 flavor. You're here for Chianti, not microwave lasagna. Now, escape the city buzz and roll into Tuscany, where the hills are alive with vineyard views and Vespas. Base yourself in Siena, San Gimignano, or Lucca for medieval charm without the museum fatigue. Sip wine, watch sunsets, and let a nonna overfeed you in a village you can't pronounce. Florence will steal your heart. Tuscany will slow it down until you're legally relaxed. Venice, where the streets are made of water and the vibes are damply romantic. But fear not, solo traveler. This floating maze wasn't just built for couples clinking Prosecco. Start your day drifting past faded palazzos on a vaporetto down the Grand Canal. Way cheaper and breezier than a 120-euro gondola ride with a guy named Luca singing off-key. Get gloriously lost in back alleys. Then reward yourself with cicchetti, Italy's answer to tapas. Paired with a spritz so strong, it'll have you speaking fluid Venetian. Tourist trap alert, skip St. Mark's Square cafes, charging €8 for a cappuccino plus a music surcharge. And unless you enjoy waiting in slow-moving human soup, don't visit Murano glass factories that offer free tours. It's just a glittery hostage situation. Namiro's tip? Head to Cannaregio for quiet canals, authentic eats, and fewer selfie stick sword fights. Venice doesn't have to feel like a theme park, if you know where to wander. Welcome to Cinque Terre, 5 cliff-hugging villages so colorful, even your camera roll gets emotional. You'll hike coastal trails with views so divine, you'll forgive the leg cramps. From Rio Maggiore's rainbow balconies to Vernazza's wine cellars and Monterosso's sun-drenched beach, each town has its own flair, like Italy's sassiest sisters in seaside couture. But don't fall for the trap. Overpriced gelato near train stations and sit-down cafes with touristy menu signs. If it comes laminated and in 6 languages, walk away, Bella. Instead, snack like a local. Focaccia and anchovies from a paper wrap, perched cliffside with the sea whispering sweet nothings. Quick tip, skip peak summer unless you enjoy sweating in a human traffic jam. Visit in May or September. The views are just as dreamy, and the trails are less like a conga line. Okay, let's get one thing straight. You don't visit Italy, you taste it. From the Alps to the islands, the country is basically a buffet with some churches and statues thrown in. So, grab your stretchy pants, solo queen. We're eating our way through Italia. Breakfast like a local. Brioche plus caffeine plus gelato. Italians don't do eggs and bacon for breakfast. They wake up, throw on sunglasses, and power walk to the nearest cafe like it's fashion week. What's on the menu? A brioche stuffed with jam or Nutella and a cappuccino? Before noon only. After that, it's espresso or social exile. And gelato? Honey, that's not dessert. That's an all-hours survival mechanism. You're earned that mango scoop at 10 a.m. No judgment, just creamy justice. The holy land of pizza, Napoli. Next stop, Naples. Their pizza isn't just food, it's a spiritual experience. Neapolitan pizza is served like a mic drop. 1 per person, paper-thin crust, molten mozzarella, and not a pineapple in sight. Pro tip: never ask for it sliced. This isn't a toddler's birthday party. Fold it, eat it, cry a little from joy. Pasta politics. Know your region. Pasta in Italy is a sacred institution, and every region's got their specialty. In Rome, you're here for cacio e pepe. Pasta, pepper, pecorino, and the power of simplicity. In Bologna, tagliatelle al ragù. And no, that's not spaghetti bolognese, you uncultured swine. Tuscany gives you wild boar ragu. Emilia-Romagna, hand-rolled tortellini. It's basically a passport stamp for your taste buds. Rule: if the pasta has more than 5 ingredients, you're probably not in Italy anymore. Street food, market bites, and aperitivo colcha. If you're not grabbing bites from a kiosk or market stall, are you even solo traveling? In Milan or Bologna, stroll into a mercato for mortadella, prosciutto, olives, and tiny sandwiches that disappear faster than your willpower. And don't skip aperitivo hour, Italy's version of pre-dinner drinks that come with free snacks. It's classy grazing. Think wine plus mini crostini plus existential peace. The cheese, the wine, the seafood, let's talk decadence. Head south to Puglia for burrata, so creamy it should come with a PG-13 rating. Swing by Modena for aged balsamic and parmesan that'll make your charcuterie board look like a high school lunch tray. Sicily? You want seafood so fresh it still thinks it's swimming. Wine? Every region's got its grape game. From crisp whites in the north to rich reds in Tuscany, sip accordingly. Or don't sip, chug and nap. We're not judging. Sweet endings, cannoli, tiramisu, and a gelato encore. And finally, dessert. Because life's short, and your sweet tooth deserves a Roman holiday. Sicily equals cannoli heaven. Veneto equals tiramisu that'll spiritually cleanse you. Turin, go for dark chocolate so intense it might confess your sins. And yes, we're back to gelato, because in Italy, the gelato arc never really ends. Solo travel tips in Italy for the bold, the hungry, and the caffeinated. So you're headed to Italy solo? First of all, brava. Second of all, let's make sure you come back with memories, not regrets, or a missing wallet. Tip 1, stay central, baby. Location is everything. In Rome, sleep near the Pantheon or Piazza Navona. Hello, charming chaos and walkable wonder. In Florence, stay central and everything is 10 minutes away, except your crush from gelato class. Venice? Pick a hidden sestiere like Cannaregio if you want charm without the tourist stampede. Tip 2, time it like a local. Peak summer, too hot, too crowded, too sweaty. Go in April, May, or September, October. You'll dodge cruise ship herds and actually see the cobblestones under your feet. Bonus, autumn truffle menus. Tip 3, safety first, sass second. Petty theft is a thing. Keep that crossbody bag zipped and front-facing. And never leave your Aperol unattended, unless you want a side of regret with that spritz. Tip 4. Know the food rules. 1 pizza per person. No sharing, no judgments. And that cappuccino? Strictly before noon. Order it after lunch, and you might as well wear a fanny pack and ask for ranch dressing. Tip 5. Be alone, but not lonely. Italy was made for solo soul-searching. But don't miss out on new connections. Sign up for a pasta-making class, hop on a day tour, or join a solo travel meetup. Worst case, you leave with a handmade ravioli recipe and a new bestie from Belgium. Go solo, go smart, and go full carb mode. Italy isn't just a destination, it's a mood, and she looks great on you. Alright, as promised, let's talk about the real tea, the Italian hidden gems. Because while everyone else is busy elbowing tourists in front of the Trevi Fountain, you are sipping spritz in peace. Let's go. Bologna, Italy's underrated foodie capital. No mobs, just miles of gorgeous porticos that let you stroll like a queen, even in the rain. Sign up for a food tour and prepare to eat your way through tagliatelle al ragu, mortadella that'll ruin deli ham forever. An aperitivo culture so good you might legally marry a Negroni. Next stop, Verona. Yes, Romeo and Juliet, but also clean, safe, and ridiculously pretty, with pink sunsets that deserve their own opera. Then there's Perugia, all medieval stone and magical alleyways where time slows down and the gelato gets serious. Fewer crowds, better vibes, 10 out of 10 would wander again. Lucca is your peaceful escape with a dash of charm and a bike loop around Renaissance walls. Ride it, love it, brag later. Then there's Geneva. Salty air, pesto-soaked everything, and local life without the Instagram hype. It's like the Amalfi Coast's cool, introverted cousin. Now, if you want slow coastal joy, Sicily and Puglia, baby. We're topping handmade ceramics in hilltop towns, burrata so fresh it weeps, and coastlines that feel like indie film sets. Think more local nonna energy, less influencer invasion. So there you have it, Italy's best-kept secrets, served with fewer lines and more wine. Bookmark them before the crowd catches on. Trust me, future you will send a thank you cannoli. Solo in Italy means living your own renaissance. One piazza, one pistachio gelato at a time. From Florence's frescoes to sunset cliffs in Cinque Terre, this journey, pure main character energy. Hit that like, slam subscribe, and drop your Italian obsession in the comments. Pizza, pasta, or a gondolier named Marco? And don't wander too far, we're heading to Thailand next. Temples, tuk-tuks, and mango sticky rice await. Namiro, signing off, but never staying put.